suck just a little bit less.
Cushy.
Zolak and Bertrand, 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Welcome into Zolak and Bertrand. Happy hump day. Celtics lose last night. And some way, somehow, the 76ers have managed to get this series to a sixth game. And I still think the Celtics will win the series, though.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to lose the series. I think they're going to win the series. I think they're moving on still. That has not changed for me. But just the fact that they managed to lose 2 games already in this series
startles you.
Let's just be honest, Celtics fans. I know you have a hard time doing that. This is an effing joke. You dick around in a Game 5 at home when you have a chance to close
at home, you had the game. You had control of that game.
Did they look locked into you last night?
No.
Did they look like a team that was playing its best basketball last night?
No, the intensity wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
Bruins had intensity.
It wasn't there.
Yeah, right.
It was not there.
Boy, they're in trouble when they go cold.
Yes.
Like, they don't have an alternative. Like, it's flashbacks to, 2-3 years ago?
It's a flashback to the Knicks series of a year ago, but I don't really think that's the issue last night because I just think that they came out and they were flat and they did not play their best, and they came out in that second half and thought they were going to breeze through the second half and be done with this thing, and that's what led to them losing that game.
At home.
No. Just let him go off.
Yeah.
No, just let him go off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let him have it.
You could have days off. Multiple days off. Like, in that team right now, you mean to tell me, like, a guy like Tatum, who's worked to get back, can't use an extra week to get off? But they'd probably start the series probably on Sunday. If it's going to be the Knicks, they're probably going to put them in prime time on the weekend, regardless.
There's probably about 5.5 minutes to go when Jaylen Brown wasted an entire possession in the fourth quarter.
I blame him.
And all I thought to myself was, at that point, I'm like, these guys they don't even have their heads in it to get themselves back into this. Like,
he's the guy that should be locked in.
What are they doing? They're waving the white flag here? Just, whatever, we'll just keep going?
Just keep putting it up. Just keep shooting. That's all. Just keep shooting. They have nothing to go to inside. Like, they have nothing. There's no change-up that they can go to. When it goes dry for them, it goes dry. And that's when they're in trouble. Don't let this thing go 7. Now you got to go back to Philly. You had them at home. You had control of the game. And you went on cruise control in the fourth quarter. You went ice cold. And now you're dead. Not dead, but now they think that they got life. Embiid, of all people, thinks, oh, yeah, I can help out now. Yeah. I was bad 2 games ago, but, last night I was really good. Like, come on. You can't make this a series here. You can't let this become a series where it goes 7. Now you got to get your ass on a plane, go down to Philly, and close it out down there. Who do you blame for it last night from an energy standpoint? Your superstars or the coach?
No, I blame the 2 top guys.
Thank you.
I blame Tatum and Brown. I blame those guys.
I don't care how bad it is. When you have those 2 guys, one of them got to step up in the fourth.
11 points in the fourth quarter as a team.
Well, they went. I mean,
that's embarrassing. They should feel embarrassed for that. Sorry, McCone, I stepped all over.
Oh, your 2 stars went 0 for 8 in the fourth quarter, right? You shot as a team 1 of 14 in the fourth quarter. It was a disaster. Sixers made shots. And so, big picture, I'm with you. I'm not concerned about this series, but I think there are huge red flags right now for this Celtics team if you're talking about a deep playoff run. Number one, it's the thing that you've been talking about. This team somehow, even though throughout the regular season it looked like it was sort of a different DNA that we were seeing, has reverted back to the same team that does let their foot off the gas at times in the postseason, which is incredibly frustrating. And the biggest one to me right now, and the biggest issue that the Boston Celtics have moving forward, is Derek White. Derek White is not good enough right now. And in the postseason, he's averaging 8 points a game. He's shooting 21% from 3. And if you keep getting performances like you got again last night, and this has not just been the postseason, it's not just a bad handful of games. This is now an extended stretch where Derek White is a huge problem for this team. And yes, he still does the little things.
He's been a problem all year.
Yes.
I mean, I know that it's flown under the radar.
Yeah.
But he's been an issue for them for a lot of this year.
And you still get those Derek White plays, right? Big offensive rebound, big block. I get all that stuff. But offensively, man, if you don't have that third piece, and Peyton Pritchard was it a game ago for you, but if Brown and Tatum go cold, who else are you going to lean on? And Derek White has been that guy in years past, and he is not even close to that level. And if you don't get Derek White turning this around, the ceiling for this team is not nearly as high as we thought it was. I'm sorry, it's not. And so I have huge concerns about this Celtics team moving forward and how far they're actually going to go.
2 games ago, you thought this series was over. When Tatum hit that 3 to go to 6, to put them up 6 at the end of that game, you think the series is toast. They got him. And now you let him back in it. You should be pissed off today. You should. But Celtics fans don't get pissed off. I mean, it's okay. We'll go down there.
There's got to be a level of frustration.
Last night should piss you off.
Yes.
That should piss you off. They build a lead. They didn't look great.
They don't get pissed at their stars, though.
And it was
up at the half, up double digits in the third quarter. A team that's ready to roll over and die. Just close it out.
Close it out. Please. And they thought, well, listen, we're not even playing our best tonight, and we're up double digits at half. And as you said, early into the third quarter, they're up 13 points, and they think, well, we're just going to coast here and win this thing and close it out. Well, they didn't do that. That wasn't going to be enough. And they let Embiid go off. And
that guy.
And even with 5-6 minutes to go, it felt like they had no interest in putting themselves back in that game.
None.
It said they were disinterested in that fourth quarter. 11 points in the fourth quarter. What is
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. It's embarrassing that they lost it all in this series. Now they've done it twice. This should have been a sweep. They're now about to play in a game 6. And again, I'm with McCone. They're going to win the series. I believe that. But your faith in the team should change based on what you said. And by the way, this is not hindsight. I told you this before the series. When I was mocking the 76ers and saying Celtics in 3, okay, fine, we'll allow the Celtics in 4. But if you start dropping games to the Sixers, it tells me it's a team that has flaws and is not locked in and is not ready to take care of business.
Correct.
Last night's the best example of them not being ready to take care of business.
Yesterday we're sitting,
close out the series.
We're sitting in here, and then even after the show, looking at the teams that are left, and thinking, oh my God, they got an easy path again. Here they go.
They might be a part of the easy path for someone at this point, the way they've looked.
That Knicks series is going to be a knockdown. That's going to go 7. That will go 7. Guaranteed. I thought I had them in 5. I didn't think they were going to sweep them. I thought, hey, Philly's going to get a game. Maxi's going to go off. I didn't think they'd have him beat. And now they think they got a series.
Yeah, but these games that you've dropped, it's not just like the lack of shot making. Obviously, that's a huge part of it, right? And again, that's why I think they're not going to have another quarter like they had in the fourth quarter where they just can't make a shot. But defensively, the energy on the defensive end is just not there at times with this team. And those 2 losses, too. It's just, all right, Embiid, like you said, doing whatever he wants, wide open threes. It's just, man, it's so frustrating to watch. It's so frustrating to watch if you're a Celtics fan.
The shot selection from Tatum and Brown in this game was dreadful, too. Mm-hmm. I think Tatum had so many of those lazy threes that he likes to take. Yeah, shuffle. The shuffle 3. The sidestep 3.
Yeah, see, it's the AAU 3 that I used to make fun of.
Chuck it up there. Just chucking it up. It felt like that was going on quite a bit. That's reverting to some of those things that plagued them a year ago at this time.
But man, White was off. Jesus.
He's been off.
I said this yesterday.
It's a huge problem.
And I think you can see it with him.
The lack of confidence is there.
You can see it on his face that he's shook, and the confidence is not where it used to be, and it impacts him. And by the way, that's natural. I mean, that would happen to anybody. That you can't find your shot. You're struggling for an extended period, and you're just thinking, where the hell is it?
And you can't blame Tatum
for
coming back, and that affects him because it hasn't been great all year.
No, it hasn't been great all year.
It's like Roman Anthony. He got the yips.
Yeah.
That's just to get Milliken going this morning. See, I get his attention.
You see that throw yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Very good. All right, so we start with the Celtics, and we start with where they stand now after 5 games in this series. We'll get to the Bruins as well. Ty Anderson's going to join us in studio coming up at 11 a.m. We'll talk about the Bruins, who showed a response last night and have forced a Game 6 in that series. Who do you feel better about, the 76ers or the Bruins right now? You can think about that. Think about that for a minute. Who you feel better about. We can get to that. Your calls on the C's. An update on Vrabel. They're now following him through the airports. TMZ is on it. There's that.
Mama, we made it.
Full paparazzi coverage of the airports.
What'd you say?
He said, Mama, we made it. We'll get to more on C's coming up next.
If you need your Boston sports fix, we're here.
You see it from the rear angle?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Zolak Bertrand, the Sports Hub.
you talk a lot about the turn of the quarter. They hit 5 threes at the end of the third there. It feels like things started to shift a little bit. How much of this was defense? How much of it was offense in the second half?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think, we obviously, had some back-to-back turnovers that led to threes. We had some empty possessions on the offensive rebound that led to some of their shots there. So I think the game is connected in that, and I thought it was a little bit of both.
Joe Mazzulla after the game last night, after the Celtics lose inexplicably to the 76ers. What do you think his reaction is behind closed doors after a game like that?
I asked you this during the break. I said, do you think Joe went in that locker room after that and went nuts? You said, no way. And I agreed with you. I knew the answer. I don't think you do it in that sport. Who's the coach that really does it? Was it going to go back to Phil Jackson? I mean, Ime would get after him a little bit.
Brad Stevens for sure. He was an animal throwing things. He was like Bobby Knight behind closed doors. I heard.
Especially with that suit.
Joking.
Stop.
Ime's about to get fired, though, because of that. So I don't think that plays.
Some coaches, but that league and it's superstars and just the egos. You don't really chew them out. Does anything need to be said? Shouldn't your two big stars take care of that? Should those guys be the one policing the locker room?
Yeah,
I bet Brown said something. I bet not publicly, but closed doors, like Beatles said, just the team and the coaches. I bet Brown lit him up. We got to be better than that.
I can't believe you're back in the situation though. Before the championship, you lost to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, went down 0-3 to a team you had no business being down 0-3 to, and lost in 7 games.
Yep.
Last year, you lost to a Knicks team that you had no business losing to, that you were going to lose to regardless if Jason Tatum blew out his Achilles or not. Those are 2 teams that you went into a series with that you were the heavy favorite and got dropped by. And I would think that there would be a sense of urgency with the Boston Celtics when they go into these postseason series where they go, hey, we're the better team, so let's knock this opponent out and let's keep it moving. And yet they continue to play with their food. Time after time. It's unbelievable that you're still in this situation against the team that you are clearly better than and giving them life.
And by a mile.
Yes,
better than
it's
this
not
team.
close.
Not close. Let's take your calls on this. Steve's in Pembroke today. Hi, Steve.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Just want to say, long-time listener, love you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Going back to the whole effort factor in the fourth quarter, it was very disappointing. I know you guys said that. I think Zoe said that Boston fans don't like to hold the star players accountable. Well, I think there needs to be an accountability factor mixed into this conversation because if you look at the game last night, defense was spotty throughout the entire game, but especially in the fourth quarter towards the end, the game was still within reach. Tatum was just letting people drive right through the lane, score, not even giving an attempt to put in some defense. So that was very disappointing to see. I hope there's some more effort in the next game, especially from Pritchard, too. He was kind of a no-show as well. Flashes in the pan at some point, and a few points, but throughout the game, the effort was just not there. If I had to give him a grade on effort, it would be a D. It's horrible. But there needs to be accountability factor with our star players, especially our top 2.
The last time I really remember them getting ripped was I think you got to go back to the Marcus Smart days when they had those 2 same plays at the end of the game. They didn't know what to do with the ball. People ripped them for that. You brought up the Knicks series last year. The fact Tatum got hurt, did that make people accept that more? I don't remember a lot of people being pissed after the Knicks series because you were in such shock because, man, we lost our best player. They would have been toast anyway.
I think that was it. I think that kind of masked it, yes.
That was my point. They don't get ripped. They don't. They had no energy last night at home. That never really happens. They're a pretty damn good home team. Really damn good home team.
Richie in Hingham writes in, good morning, guys. I haven't been this angry with the team in a while. Where's the championship DNA and pedigree? I'm extremely worried. This does not make me feel any better for their chances, even against other horrible teams in the East. They keep abandoning their defense. That's from Richie. Also, the Celtics, according to Mike and Bill Ricca, are 25-17 at home with the Jays together this year. 25-17.
Oh.
No. I think in the postseason.
Right? Postseason. I'm they haven't played that many games together. That's 42 games.
Forsberg was talking about it this morning.
Okay.
I think they have a better road record than they do right now, a home record, if I have that right.
Yeah, 25-11 on the road.
Yeah.
Bruins are posted.
25-11 on the road, 25-17 at home. They have a bad home record in the playoffs. Wow. That's not great. Let's go to Jake in Boston. Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Thank God for TMZ. What's going on, boys? Long time no talk.
What do you got?
Well, I mean, we got a lot to talk about. For all of my enemies out there who listen to me gossip and wonder, why you guys are progressive and give me the time, let me just explain. When your horny coach misses day 3 of the draft, where you found Tom Brady in the 6th round, Julian Edelman in the 2nd and the 7th round, I mean, my world has won the last week and a half, guys. And Mark, won't you agree? Because I'll leave Zoe. I know Zoe's getting paid.
No,
Mark,
stop.
Paid off.
It's not about
Stop
the
it.
cheating. It's not about the cheating, guys. It's about the lying, the fact that it was with an insider, the fact that Crafty Bob tried to cover it up, the fact that this is also a Boston sports media can't hack it story versus the New York Post
Agreed.
and TMZ
Yes.
who do real reporting. Did anyone at the TMZ need a credential to go stalk Mike Vrabel in an airport and get a scoop?
Nope.
No, they didn't. They didn't need Stacey's permission. And so when you see people cry about, look at what TMZ just did, it's because your sports reporters, your beat reporters are lazy. Felger and I pants Bedard last week, if you heard it.
I didn't.
And Mike Reese yesterday,
busy.
he didn't do himself many favors trying to build this hypothetical wall between the Patriots and the stories, because the betting markets still have Vrabel at like a 25% chance of not being there in week 1. Of not being there. And then Mike, on the same plane, he's competing with Diana Rossini. So Diana Rossini is getting scoops that our local guys never get. And instead of having them get mad about what Diana did to get those scoops, if there's a hypothetical wall between what is football and the football team and my lack of, actual go-gettedness to get a story. And mind you, we didn't even talk about what happened in Santa Clara, where Mike may have thrown a Super Bowl balancing 2 women, and nor will we dig into the fact that NDAs are currently being distributed by Vrabel with Robert Kraft money.
Who's telling you this?
Wait, who's getting the NDAs?
Whoa.
Who's getting an NDA?
Every woman Mike Vrabel may have been with.
Okay, that's baseless speculation.
I disagree with you on Reese.
I don't want to agree with that.
Reese is a local beat guy. Yeah, he tries to break some things here, but Diana Rossini's a national.
I disagree with Reese, respectfully, of course, and every other football reporter that said it wasn't a football story. Those guys had their head in the sand, and it's been proven. They had their head buried in the sand on that one. Really? The head coach of your team is with an NFL insider and top reporter? That's a football story, guys, and it directly impacts your job, as Jake just said. Yeah, why was she getting all those scoops over the years, both in Tennessee and here? Yeah, that would sort of aggravate me if my job was to get scoops. You can't tell me it's not a football story when the person that he's involved with is a national football reporter. Sorry, head coach and football reporter together. That's a football story. It also clearly conflicts with his job. It's a football story. But they didn't want to admit it. They didn't want to touch it. And it has nothing to do with them actually not feeling it's a football story. It had everything to do with living in fear of not getting any information ever from Mike Vrabel and his people going forward. That's what it was about. They thought the story was going to go away. And then the story only got bigger, which I told them it would. And it did. And it got huge. And then they had to do it. But it's okay at that point. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody has to touch it and talk about it at that point. And therefore, they feel comfortable that they're not going to have it held against them by Mike Vrabel and the football people in the building moving forward. That's why they went there now. That's why they're all writing about it and talking about it. Barely now. Barely. Any other market? Philadelphia, New York. Name me the real media market where the head coach misses a day of the draft and doesn't get hammered by the people who cover the team.
31 other guys were there.
So, yeah, Boston, beat writers, you'll all hate me for this.
That's fair.
Weak. You're all weak. The dude missed a day of work during one of the more important weekends of the year, of the calendar in the NFL. These guys spend months working on this, again, the thing that I think is silly anyway, the draft. But you can't sit there and say that because you all cover it in depth every year. So how is it the event that you spend months covering, doing the mock drafts, doing all the workup for it, you then say, it's no big deal? Well, then why the hell do you spend so much time covering it every year if it's no big deal? It's weak. The coverage of it is sucked here locally. It's garbage. You're all afraid. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of Mike Vrabel? You scared? Obviously.
I'm afraid of Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, you are. You all are. You didn't want to go into, and I don't blame you for feeling this way because it's uncomfortable as all hell. You didn't want to go into week 1 in September and walk in and be like, hey, Mike, got to do an interview now after I just had to talk about whatever you were doing off the field. Like, I get it. It sucks. You're in a difficult spot there.
Yeah.
You're in a difficult spot. I get it, but that's like living in fear of the uncomfortable situation. Listen, I'm not getting on you for it. But that's what a lot Because they're like,
I've heard it.
This thing will go away.
I've heard it. I've seen it.
I won't have to get too involved in it.
Written about. Everybody was on it. Yeah, I get it. But I'm not changing. It is what it is. But I thought the pictures, like I said, stood for itself. The only way I think this thing could potentially get worse, I totally disagree with Jake. 25% that he's not there in week 1.
No, he's talking about Cal. He's talking about the options though. Right now.
What do you mean?
On Kalshi right now on the market?
Oh, yeah. I think it's ridiculous. I don't think he has a chance. The only way that would potentially happen is if more others come out and the story continues. Snowball. I think it's one. I think it's lone wolf.
I hope so. From a football standpoint, because it is a football story,
so.
I hope this is the end of it.
I hope so, too.
I very much want Mike Vrabel to continue to be the head coach of the Patriots. If you start introducing a bunch of other people, that market number, okay, those percentages on Kalshi are going to start swinging.
Mike Tomlin,
that Daily Mail report's going to look more real by the day. Mike Tomlin coming to town.
I go to that meeting with Camos.
Hey, you know his brother.
I played with his brother.
You played with his brother in Maryland.
Ed Tomlin, yeah.
You got an in.
You got an in.
Safety. Yeah, good kid.
Oh, here comes Zolak. Got him in my headset. Last time I was coaching here.
I talked last time we played in Pittsburgh. When the hell was that? I was like, what, 3 years ago? And I see him in the hallway, and I ran and grabbed him. He was just chewing somebody else out in front of him trying to talk. He goes, I'm working here. You leave me the F alone. And I go, hey, coach. He turns around. I go, Ed Tomlin. And he turned around, kid, how you know Ed? I said, I played with Ed. Then I was trying to get in touch with Ed I told you that, to try and get Mike Tomlin on the show.
I know.
And it just
didn't happen.
He didn't want to do it.
Let's hope this is it, though.
Yeah, you don't need that connection anymore. Yeah.
Nope.
Let's hope that's the end of the Tomlin connections here in New England.
0%.
We don't want anything moving. We don't want anybody moving on. We want Mike Vrabel to continue doing the job as head coach of the New England Patriots.
Amen.
And I think anybody who's calling for his firing, based on what we know right now, too strong, and it's not going to happen. Too strong. No, that's crazy. No, not getting fired. He did get harassed in an airport, though. He did.
Oh, he's going to get
TMZ was there.
He's going to get it.
And I think he deserves a lot of credit, Mike Vrabel. For the first time during all of this, I think he's finally starting to make some good decisions on this thing. We could get to it coming up after headlines.
Zoe and Beetle are back with more.
Carlin Class of New England.
Yep.
On the Sports Hub.
Mr. Vrabel, how are you, sir?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. How are you holding up? How are you holding up, man? Look, listen, there's just a lot of talk that, that there's just a little bit of a double standard here, and I just wanted your take on that. Are you doing all right?
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate you.
Kind of you're powering through? Are you and your wife hoping to work it out, Mr. Vrabel? Look, I'm just got to say, there's some talk that maybe you should step down. It's a distraction to the Patriots. I wanted your opinion on that, sir. What does accountability look like for you at this point, sir? Head coach of the Patriots, big distraction here. Sir, is there any comment at all? Sir, do you have the support of the Patriots? Full support? Any comment, anything to say to Patriot Nation at all? All right, good luck.
Is that Steve Cooper? The sleeves rolled up?
That is not Steve Cooper.
Steve Cooper with his ding-dangs or whatever.
That's from Backgrid and Lion Share News. They are a top celebrity paparazzi agency that then turns around and sells their stuff to TMZ. That's who it is. So TMZ posted this. And that voice, that particular individual asking him the questions, I've heard him doing celebrity videos, chasing celebrities at airports in Hollywood.
I remember the LeBron.
All of that.
Yep.
Who I don't know who that particular person is, but he's chasing Mike Vrabel through the airport and asking him those questions. And to Mike Vrabel's credit, he does not react at all. I mean, zero reaction.
Can't.
Doesn't scowl at him, doesn't yell at him, doesn't ever come close to looking at him or confronting him. And let me just say, that's Mike Vrabel right there.
Yeah,
that
smart.
is cool, calm, collected, smart. For all the panicky stuff he has done during this, our head coach is back, baby. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is. He was laser focused right there. He's like, I'm going to get from the gate. I'm going to let this guy just keep asking his questions that absolutely are driving him up a wall and are pissing him off.
I'd want to kill that guy.
Right? You'd want to kill that guy. Who wouldn't want to kill that guy?
Shoot him a look at least.
Nothing. He is looking forward. He is getting to that rental car or loaner car or whatever it was.
Range Rover.
He's picking the keys out of the hood of the Range Rover, and he is on his way. He is not messing around with that reporter. And it's the best thing he could have done in that situation.
Yeah, look good.
He handled it as well as anybody could have handled that.
Yep.
But that's his new norm for the time being.
I said this the other day. Yeah. Once I got back from vacation, like, he's got to understand, like, he's going to be noticed.
A lot of people took issue with him facing these questions from a celebrity news style reporter.
What do you mean took issue with him?
They took issue with it happening.
Yeah.
Dude, that shouldn't be allowed. You can't do that. Well,
I mean,
I would say, have you ever watched TMZ? Have you ever looked at their website? I mean, have you ever watched celebrity news coverage on any of those television shows? Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah. What I find disgusting, and I think what we're going to get to here is his wife, Jen. She was being harassed by them.
He photographed in the airport by the same agency. There was also a video that I don't know came from them of her in the terminal as well.
Yeah.
Popped up on social media.
Yeah.
That part sucks.
Yeah.
She's not a public figure.
No.
She didn't do anything wrong. No. He is a public figure and is now tangled in this relationship that took place with another public figure. So he's fair game. I feel like that's not fair to her.
It's not at all.
That's not fair. She didn't do anything. Why does she deserve that? They didn't ask her any questions. They didn't do this part, the chasing or asking questions, but just even like the filming and the I don't know. It's not illegal. It's not. You can do it. It's you're in a public place. It's whatever, but it still sucks.
If we got that picture, do you think Louth would have posted it?
No,
on social.
No,
good boy.
He wouldn't have done that.
He's got class.
We wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, this is gross. Yeah, he made a decision to do
fair
what he
game.
did. Correct.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got to realize people are going to be looking at him and trying to get at him. She doesn't deserve that. So feel bad for her.
I do too, because that's, again, I think it was days apart too, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
She was
I think
there
you're right.
on Tuesday. It was yesterday. And he was there getting there over the weekend. So his video was from Saturday.
He was like in and out. Right?
Hers, I think, was taken yesterday.
I mean, he has the ability to fly private too, you know? People say, well, why would he just go for half a day if you're sitting at the airport? You're going to get there 4 hours. Like, well, he could have flown private. No, he wouldn't be in a terminal then.
Huge day for the hip and humble.
What's hip and humble?
What's hip and humble?
What's hip and humble?
I don't know what's hip and humble.
Get all great sweatshirts there, man.
Oh, you mean the store?
Yes.
He went there, and then she was in the hip and humble. Checking things out at the hip and humble.
So you know what? Maybe he nailed it. Maybe
so my question, I said to you guys, I go, she totally was in there to check the price tag on that sweatshirt to see what he paid for it.
Oh, the clearance rack? Really?
Oh, really nice.
When I used to do college football games, and I would fly back into Providence from down at Navy, I would always bring my kids something back, and they were younger. And I remember I forgot it this one trip because I was rushed. I had to catch an earlier flight. I landed Providence, and I picked up a real sweet pair of sweatpants that just said Providence down the side. I had to laugh every time a kid wore it. Like, oh, God. No thought into it whatsoever. Well,
Hip and Humble has a website.
I never heard of this Hip and
How about that? Hip and Humble may have started as a cozy little furniture boutique in Salt Lake's Sugar House neighborhood, but today we've grown into a multi-location nationwide brand with airport stores, brick and mortar shops, and a vibrant online presence.
Who the hell's going to go online and buy something from there?
Well, they got a nice website.
See if we can
You're in
find
the
that
store
sweatshirt.
before your flight. You take off, and you're like, damn it, I should have bought that.
Should have got that candy bar and that shot glass.
And the pen.
Yeah.
You can never forget the pen. Or I was at Logan over the weekend walking out. I just love how they always have stacks of Harvard stuff.
Yes.
Like so much Harvard stuff in the air. Like tourists want that. They associate Boston very strongly with Harvard, apparently.
Chowder.
So congrats. I don't see the sweatshirt. I see other sweatshirts, but not that particular sweatshirt. They have a first date sweatshirt. That's nice. It's called the first date sweatshirt. It says love, but the O is a heart.
Huh.
That's nice. $79.95 for that. That's a crew neck, though.
Oh, all right.
Did he buy a hoodie?
I hate crew necks.
I thought it was a hoodie.
Well, this time you bought a crew neck.
I hate them.
I hate them too.
I
It looks so stupid in it. It's like boxy.
They're coming back into fashion, I'm told.
No.
Yeah, they're back.
already
Yeah,
back.
for girls.
They're back, right?
already back,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're back.
Guys don't wear those.
Crew necks are back in.
Hey, we had a big day downstairs. I forgot to tell you.
Rice and veggies?
Nope.
Oh, no.
I go down to get my iced coffee when I get in, and my three guys down there, hey, mashed potatoes today.
Oh,
man.
Ribs and mashed potatoes today.
Let's
baby.
get some food.
We made my day on hump day. It's been a long week, man. It's been a long week.
So overall, despite the video popping up online of Mike Vrabel, Mike Vrabel comes off in that video looking strong, cool, calm, collected, and then his players backed him up yesterday. Maybe the tide is turning on this story for him, so a little bit.
Hope so.
Hunter Henry spoke about him yesterday. We can touch on that. Ty Anderson's going to be with us coming up in 12 minutes. We'll talk Bruins right off the top of the hour. Stay tuned.
No matter where,
Smoking meats in the Fenway.
no matter when.
Here we go. Ad-lib time.
That's awesome.
Zolak and Bertrand, the Sports Hub.
He said he spoke to you guys sort of about his situation off the field. How would you describe the sentiment of his message?
I thought he did a great job. It's been the same Braves, bringing a lot of energy in the room. Obviously he addressed it, and that's kind of all I'll say about it.
Hey, even if he's putting on a good face right now, going to work every day as head coach of the Patriots, that's a good thing.
Doesn't he have to?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure he is, but he's doing it.
Yeah, can't be easy.
So the player is standing up for him and saying, same guy. Nothing's changed. I know he's dealing with stuff, but no, he's the same guy. Same coach.
Brewer had it, last week that he's not the same guy in the building? Like
Yes.
somebody talked to. I talked to two people in the building that said he's the same damn guy. Breaking balls, all that stuff, same guy. Same energy. Now, can that wear on you? That's the question. And that's the real thing. I think, that everybody's going to watch. Every press conference, will we be quick? Will we be longer? Watching him at camp, the intensity. There's a lot. I mean, the microscope's out.
Granted, he brought this on himself,
Yeah.
but it's got to be stressful as all hell.
Oh, my God. I don't know. I couldn't do
I
it.
mean, how could it not be? How could it not be?
The job
I mean,
itself.
you could feel for him on that level and just be like, not easy to deal with.
I mean, he's made a ton of money. He's a successful coach. He's done it.
yeah.
He's done it elsewhere. Like,
He makes a lot of money.
the job itself,
He's well paid.
wears on you.
He's well paid, though.
Yes,
He's well paid.
But-
well compensated.
your home life, it's got to wear on you more than a job. I'm sorry, I don't know how you balance that. That's the tough part.
I mean, what he's going through has happened before in the NFL in terms of a personal life issue and a marriage issue and
A lot of
family
coaches.
issue, right? Plenty of coaches over the years will tell you that it cost them their family because of their coaching. This is unique in that it's playing out so publicly because of who the other person involved was.
Correct. Yeah, Parcells.
I don't remember any other
Belichick.
NFL coaches getting chased through the airport.
No.
It's like everybody would ask me, "Hey, you going to get into coaching?" And I'm like, "Hell no." Everybody's divorced. Happens. You have like a totally different life away from your family and a time commitment. It's crazy. Like, I know he's in the building at like 5:30. It's not like he lives right next to the stadium either. So, I mean, his schedule's insane. It really is. And that was the most impressive thing from a year ago. He's the same freaking guy, energy on time, promptness, everything. And people echo that. That's got to be the same. He's got to be that guy. The second you don't start to see it, I think that's when maybe guys that have been around a little bit like, something's up here. He's got to push it. He's got to push it hard. He has no choice. Can't be different. Can't do what you did last year and be different this year.
Let's go to Joe in West Virginia. Hey, Joe.
Oh, boy.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. And glad to have you back. I start my sports talk show radio list with the Z&B show and go from there. Yeah. And with the storyline, I'm sure Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini regret what happened. I mean, if they had to do it again, I'm sure they wouldn't, and hopefully they land back on their feet, the both of them. I'm sure they're seeking redemption at this point. And then I just want to say, while you're on vacation, Boston Marathoner Tim McCone handled it with a certain aplomb. He did a tremendous job with the help of your production engineer, Thomas T-Bone Morgan, and Mr. Baseball, Boston Red Sox baseball, Kyle Milliken, and, of course, the ever-present Jimmy Louth. Hey, take care, guys. Have a great day.
I don't know about that. I don't know about ever-present.
He's got to stop getting credit for this.
You got to drop him from your list, Joe. Get him out of there. Ever-present. Please.
Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know where he is. I don't see him here. Do you?
No.
Not today?
No, then he was breaking my balls about the amount of days off. Last week, I'm like, easy toots.
Taking a lot of heat around here for going on vacay.
Right.
Taking a lot of heat. McCone did a nice job, though.
Yeah, but not good enough.
This has been a long week, man.
He's not getting enough credit. The guy runs the marathon on Monday.
I know.
Comes back and does the rest of the week.
And was that a personal best? A personal best?
It was a personal best, but then I forgot to put in my days, unlike you guys, for that week because I was going to take a couple of days off after the marathon and then the Tiger.
I told you no.
I skipped past that. No, I didn't do it in time. I didn't get it in on time. So the schedule was out.
So he had to puke so he could take it as a sick day.
Yeah, right. No, we held it down, but you guys did miss a big week, man.
Why don't you say like you're sick or something like it?
I should have.
Yeah,
I should have.
Fever.
But we had,
102.9.
We had Joe Murray coming back from Vegas. Yeah.
Ness and Joe's a treat.
Ness and Joe.
How do you do? Joe talk about food out there?
How do you do?
No, he was telling about the flight back. It was tough because he can't fit in plane bathrooms, so he's just got to sit there and watch the map until he knows that he can actually go to the bathroom.
He can't. Why can't he fit into a plane bathroom?
That's what he said. What? T-Bone?
I'll find the audio.
I mean, he's a big guy, but he's not that big.
That's not that big. Right.
What the hell is he talking about?
He said that he just watches the map and waits till he can go to the bathroom. It's like,
the newer JetBlue planes, I noticed this, like the bathroom is bigger. Like I went in the bathroom.
So maybe Joe isn't aware of that.
Some of those Airbuses, there's big bathrooms.
There's space.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were thinking like, hey.
He needs the seatbelt extender, too. That was a big topic.
No, really? No, he doesn't.
Did you not say that, Tim?
I think he did say that, yeah. But, he was talking about how the plane ride back was tough for him. Classic Joe. He was great, as always.
Bathroom? He can get in the bathroom. He can.
I just don't think he wants to get up. I remember Fred always broke his ball. Look at you just sitting over there, man. You don't move. Never gets up during break. You ever notice that? He doesn't get up during breaks.
I'm stunned by the extender thing for him. I mean, even at my biggest, I did not need the extender.
Yeah.
Do they even
I'm surprised. I'm surprised by all this. I am.
Do they even have seatbelts in that Patriots plane, or is that just...
Is that an option? Yeah. Is that does that come standard? or
Bring your own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard the new building's really nice.
It's like an old car.
I can't fit in the bathroom on an airplane. I don't fit well on an airplane. Airplanes and me, I need a seatbelt extender because I'm fat.
I think he's ad-libbing there.
I think he's full of crap.
Yeah,
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Unless he flies
it was
like
entertaining.
Spirit,
Either way, it was entertaining.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. You don't buy it? No.
You ever fly one of those cheaper airlines? Like the seat is thinner. I can maybe see the extender needed there unless he flies just like
Didn't Spirit just go out? Is the Spirit done now?
Well, they're in trouble. I think they're going to get a bailout. They're going to get a bailout, and that's what I saw in the news the other day. And they're talking merger.
They make you pay for
JetBlue
water
for a while. Yeah. That's Zoe's preferred airline.
No.
You Spirit guy?
No.
What was the one you used to? You went on Allegiant.
Allegiant. I've never had an issue with Allegiant, ever.
Oh, I should watch that 60 Minutes piece they did that one
I don't
time.
care. I love Allegiant. They're great. Oh, boy.
Ding, ding. Stop talking about the airplane. Yeah. Ding, ding.
There are seatbelts.
Who is it?
Nobody.
No, yeah, nobody.
Okay.
Nobody.
Stop it. You brought it up, too. So
What?
don't.
What did we bring up?
Nothing.
The old car? Old cars don't have seatbelts.
You know what? You get these friends.
You don't need them. You know,
these friends had a
come
baby.
on.
You know what they did? They took their baby seat to the fire department to have make sure that it was secure.
Yeah,
That's a pretty common thing. They do that a lot. They have like days where you can do it.
My grandfather had a station wagon. I remember driving to Florida. We had no seatbelts or no car seats for kids.
Yeah, that was just a different
that
time.
bench that you could see out the back. Or what?
Have face backwards.
Yes, yep.
Put more kids in. Yeah, load it up.
Have you ever seen the picture of the baby rack on the airplane?
What is that?
Back in the day?
You just leave a baby there?
Did you put them up top?
It's up top. Like
No way.
Come on.
Here. Look at what it used to be back in like the 50s and 60s.
That's awesome.
Look at the baby rack. Seatbelts. Let's forget the seatbelt. You got baby rack.
You ever see the first class from old airlines? The guys are in suits and wives are sitting there with dresses and pearl necklaces, and here comes the cart. One guy's got a cigarette in behind him.
Yeah, the sky. It was called a sky cot for baby. Look it up. Baby racks from
Did
the
something
1950s.
happen? Like, why wouldn't they still have that? It seems like a good idea.
Because it's insanely unsafe.
Yeah.
Are airplanes faster
I think
now?
the seatbelts on an airplane are for one thing, and that is that you don't hit your head on the ceiling if you have like a sudden drop. That's it. That's the only thing they're there for.
I used to get fatal
Right?
pop.
That's it. Or a crash. I mean,
Right.
yeah, obviously. But in general, it's to keep you from hitting your head against the ceiling.
We never had
but if you
seatbelts.
didn't
We never
have-
had kid chairs. I used to have Faygo pop in my lunch. I used to get soda for lunch every day. I don't know how we survived. Look how it turned out. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I don't know if that's the way you want to do it. I mean, I don't know if that's the beacon of
Butter, all the butter
how
you want.
to turn
Butter,
out.
mayonnaise, hot dogs. Eat it all. What do you want, French fries?
Hey,
for
people
breakfast?
really enjoyed your story about your hot shoes yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
Your burnt
people were
shoes.
losing it. Yeah, true story, man.
Yeah, no one doubted the authenticity of the story.
We had
Throw
that-
these in and take a nap
that
real
house,
quick.
That house we had one of those wolf ovens.
How close is Ty? Is he almost here?
He's about 10 minutes away.
Oh,
Well,
We talk about the Bruins.
Let's go.
all right.
They deserve it.
I thought I could tap dance here for a
You're
couple of
gonna-
minutes and he'd be in here by now. Okay. Well, we'll get to the headlines and we'll talk about last night's Bruins game with a wonderful finish. Jeremy Swayman was great. Let's give credit to the goaltender. We'll do all that coming up right after the headlines.